Is the recovery of chronic pain possible? Can your pain subside totally? Or can we just ease the pain? In this video, you get the answers to these questions. Hi, I'm Gideon from Pain.PAUSE.LIVE. I'm a psychologist specialized all around chronic pain and a sufferer from chronic pain myself. As pain patients, we want nothing more than to get rid of the pain, right? At least this was my stance for years after chronic pain developed in my body. And it is absolutely understandable, natural, and normal to have this desire. We are hardwired to react this way to pain. Unfortunately, most pain patients never experience the pain vanishing and then never returning. One of them is me. And trust me, after over 20 years of practice, I know some damn good tricks all around chronic pain. For most of us, it gets more and more and more, no matter how much we struggle and what medication we take. If you're one of those, just leave me a short comment down below. First of all, you gotta know that you're not alone. There are millions of people suffering the same fate as you do. Struggling with pain, putting in energy to remove it from our lives, and always having the feeling that you don't move forward. This is where chronic pain becomes just plain unfair to us. But can chronic pain go away at all? Well, there are a lot of answers to this question. It seems so simple, but by far it isn't. Now, the bad news first. At the present, it's not possible for most chronic pain patients to get away from the pain totally. If you've suffered from chronic pain for a long time, you will have certainly guessed that. Though it's often presented as possible, it's not the reality we see. All things we do are targeted towards getting relief from the pain. But up to now, medicine, and by the way, all other approaches, haven't found a way to free people from pain once and for all. If you meet someone who promises that you'll never be in pain again, you can easily mark them as a charlatan. Over the years of treating hundreds and really hundreds of pain patients, I came across about a dozen where the pain totally subsided. If we look at science, we know this can be possible since your brain decides whether or not you feel pain. But the fact is, and also in the fields of homeopathy, natural or even spiritual healing, there's absolutely no proof that this might work for most people. If at all, we have single case reports, meaning a report just for one human being without any follow-up later. But we know a lot of cases where people get along with their pain really well and can lead a good, active life with purpose and meaning. And oh boy, let's get to the good news. We are really at the verge of a paradigm shift, since the scientific data show that the traditional treatments don't get us far and can even foster the chronification of pain. There has to be some good news somewhere. And this comes from a corner that had long been rejected since it didn't play a role in traditional medicine. But the more we understand about the workings of our brains and the more research is done, the more we find out that psychology plays a major part. There have already been hints to that scientifically in the 1980s and 90s, but over the last 25 years, it's gotten a lot of attention and sound scientific results came along. Please don't get me wrong. I still don't mean to say that we can now make the pain go away psychologically or that it's all psychologically. But we know a lot better what helps to deal with the pain differently. We know a lot more about the role of stress and fear, and we know by now that the struggle and fight we all tend to have with the pain is more likely to make it stay and make it even worse. So programs that will help you to learn how to deal with the pain differently and help you to increase your quality of life at the same time are the most beneficial. It's really worth the time to look for such a program. Pretty soon, Pain.PAUSE.LIVE will be available to you. There, we do exactly what I described here. Many people with long-standing pain successfully went through it, and it helped them to deal better with the pain and to pick up a life they value. You can get a first glimpse into what we do by subscribing to our newsletter down below in the description of this video. You even get your first simple and easy to use exercise as a little gift with it. I'm happy to take a step into life with you.